Hey everybody, this is Darwin right now, the Festival Director Hospitalier Llobregat International Film Festival. Today we have a great filmmaker from the UK actually. He lives in Barcelona, so he's live from home. He made this great film, Influencers Anonymous, which is in our film festival. We're happy to have you. Ross, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me, Darwin. Yeah, much appreciated.
Thanks, Ross. So let's start first of all, where you didn't write this film, right? What was the idea of this film, whoever wrote it, which is another guy, right?
So,
Do you
yeah,
know?
I've got a friend called James Vincent who wrote the script, but the initial idea came from, well, I wanted to make a film about influencers because obviously they're everywhere and, everyone's very well aware of them. And I had this initial idea about an influencer who'd be talking to a psychiatrist. There was a film that came out in the 90s called Analyze This, and it was about like a mob boss who was Robert De Niro and the psychiatrist played by Billy Crystal. And I was like, oh, that would be funny if it was an influencer and the film could be called Influence This. But when I suggested this to James, he was like, oh, why don't we open it up and then we can have lots of different characters and they can all be interacting. And then it kind of took off because I couldn't get the hook of what the story would be with just the psychiatrist. So he wrote it quite quickly actually, and after talking about the different types of influencers that you could be, whether they're like food people who talk about food or fitness or adventuring or photography. And so, quite quickly we got our characters, and he wrote the script. So,
Wow.
that's where it came from.
Really cool. So when you got the script, do you like everything he laid down on the page, or you suggest to him to do some changes, or everything was really for you good?
I think we did. I think I suggested a few changes, but what we did was we already knew the actors from a couple of other shorts that we'd done. And so we kind of written them with those actors in mind. So
got it.
It was more, rather than us have to get the perfect character and then find the actor, it was more like, how can we craft the right character for the actor that we had? So yeah, and what we initially did was we made the film for a short film competition called My Road Reel, which happens every year. It's quite big, but the film only needed to be 3 minutes, and James had written a script that was 4 or 5, but because it was just one conversation, we knew we could kind of cut a little bit here, a little bit there, and kind of massage it and make it into 3 minutes. But on the shoot day, the actors brought so much energy and so much, like they were ad-libbing a lot of the lines. And so it kind of grew and grew. And so it's not huge. It's still just 5 minutes long, but it really helped to kind of bring the characters to life.
Very cool. How was the production time? How long was the shooting? 2 days?
Oh, no, it was just a day. So we actually came up with the idea, and we didn't take too long to develop it because we decided, because we had to hit this deadline to get the film into this short film festival, with a short film competition rather, we wrote it, and then like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later we were shooting it, and it was done. There wasn't a lot of lead time.
So what about the posts? Who edited the film? Do you edit it? Do you ask somebody who did it for you? And how was the process of editing?
So I did the edit. I do a lot of editing, and when I'm not directing, a lot of the time that's what I'm doing to make money. We shot it on a Leica camera actually, which I hadn't edited before, but the footage was like 4K, looked really nice. I think it really helped because we were it's primarily a photography camera, but it had a really nice depth of field because we had so many close-ups on the actors. Really kind of brought that to life. And then I got a friend who was in Berlin to do the grade. But yes, the post-production was mostly me.
Did your movie change from the script to when you were editing? Do you move pieces around? Like there are three different films, right? They say that. Did yours change at the end? Did you change at the end, like flipping the scenes, or you follow the script?
I'd say for this film, no, not much. I think
Wow.
it was mainly the actors' contributions that because it's just one scene, essentially. You know, it's like a 4 or 5 page one scene with different people talking. But I think when you get to a film that has, say, 10 scenes, at that point, then you can go, okay, you know, if the beginning, when you get into the edit, if the beginning couple of scenes aren't working and you move things around, or you know, that's when it becomes really useful.
Tell me which one is the difficult phase in filmmaking that you think, and why? Pre-production, production, or post-production? Which one for you think is the hardest one?
Hardest, I personally, I think different people will give different answers to this question, but
yes, I know.
I don't like pre-production because I just want to shoot it, you know? I just want to go and shoot it. I really enjoy being on set. I enjoy working with actors. I enjoy working with, you know, the crew. I really enjoy the energy of, you know, making it happen, and ultimately problem solving, which is what a lot of filmmaking is, you know, compromising. Oh, we can't shoot here, or this guy's too late, or the sun's going down.
Ross, you live in Barcelona, so I'm gonna see you in Barcelona, right? In the festival.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice,
Definitely.
nice.
I'll be there.
We'll be happy to have you. Thank you very much, Ross, for your time. We really appreciate your insight about your input about filmmaking and
no worries.
Your film.
Thanks,
all right. Have a good day, buddy. Take care. I'll see you around. All right.
Cheers.
Bye,
okay.
Ross.
Bye.
Thanks.